Welcome back. So before we jump into today's activity, let's take a brief moment just to relax and actually do some gentle stretching and breathing. So sit up straight, gently close your eyes, and breathe deeply through your nose. Gently bow your head forward. We're going to stretch out the neck by making big circles with our head. Roll your head slowly to the right. Feel the stretch on the left side of your neck and relax your left shoulder down. Roll your head back. Roll your head over to the left. Feel the stretch on the right side of your neck and relax your right shoulder down. And roll your head forward again. And we're going to reverse the circles. So roll your head to the left. Big circle. Roll your head to the back. Over to the right. And forward again. Same thing with your shoulders. So make big circles with your shoulders. Up, forward, back. Up, back, down and forward. You can take some torso twists to each side, just lengthening through your spine and twisting a little further as you inhale and exhale. Do both sides. And you might roll your wrists out by rolling your hands, fluttering your fingers, and let's begin. All right, so for today, we're going to do something a little different. Instead of working through a sample problem together, we're going to do an activity that is a simulation of answering questions on the SAT math test. And here you see the answer sheet for section 3 of the SAT. This is the first math section. Many of you may be familiar with it. First there's multiple choice questions, and then at the end there are a few questions where you have to generate the answer yourself and grid in the answers. Before we start the simulation activity, we're going to create an answer sheet for yourself. So go get a piece of paper and something to write with, and just write the numbers 1 through 20 for 20 answers. You could write it in a column like this, 1, 2, 3, and so forth. And you can pause the video here and restart it when you're ready to go. So now you have your answer sheet. There will be times on the SAT math test where you don't know what to do on a question. It might seem really difficult, or you might be running out of time. And I want you to get comfortable with guessing. So if you happen to guess the correct answer on a multiple choice question on the SAT, you will get full credit. Even if you didn't work through the problem, even if you have no idea what the question is asking about, all that matters is which bubble you fill in and whether it's the right one. So if you guess correctly, you get full credit. So we're going to go through an activity here. We're not going to do any math on these items. We're going to go somewhat rapidly, but on your sheet of paper for question number 1, I want you to write down a letter, A, B, C, or D, for what you think the randomly designated answer might be. So write a letter down now. And now I'm going to show you what the randomly selected answer is. Jackson's going to show up. Okay, there he is. So the answer is D. If you wrote down D, give yourself 1 point. Question number 2. So write down your answer, A through D. Okay. All right, the answer is A. If you wrote down A, give yourself 1 point. Question 3, write down your answer, A through D. Okay. All right, the answer was B. Give yourself a point if you wrote down B. Question 4. After you write down your answer, let's have a look. Give yourself a point if you wrote down C. Number 5. Write down your answer. Okay. If you wrote down D, give yourself a point. Number 6. Write down a letter. Okay. The answer is A. Number 7. Write your answer down. Okay. Give yourself a point if you wrote down C. Write your answer down for number 8. Okay. The answer was A. 9. Write your answer down. Okay. The answer is A. Question 10. Write down a letter. Okay. Give yourself a point if you wrote down B. 11. Write your answer down. Okay. The answer is C. Number 12. Write a letter down. Okay. The answer is D. 13. Write your answer down. All right. Give yourself a point if you wrote down B. 14. Write a letter down. Okay. The answer is C. 15. Write a letter down. Okay. The answer is D. 16. Write a letter down. Okay. The answer is A. Give yourself a point if you wrote down A. 17. Pick a letter. All right. The answer is D. 18. Write your answer down. Okay. The answer is C. 19. Pick a letter. All right. The answer is B. Last one, 20. Pick an answer. Ready? The answer is B. Okay, so here comes the fun part. I want you to go through your answer sheet and count up the number of answers that you got right and write that number down. So let's say that I got a total of 3 right. I would write down 3. Now, there were 20 questions, so if we multiply by 5, I should have the percent of the total questions that I got correct. So 3 times 5 would be 15% correct. So find your percent by multiplying by 5. And this is the wonderful part. Think about that percent. That's the percent of questions if I had no idea what to do with those questions. If I didn't know any math and all I did was blind guess, like what we did in the game, those are the percent of questions that I would get full credit on just because I happened to guess the right answer. Those are freebies. So you need to game the system. You need to game the way the SAT is set up. So on your multiple choice questions, if you have no idea about what to do, go ahead and just guess. You don't want to leave any question blank, because if you leave it blank, you'll definitely get 0 points. But if you happen to guess and you guess correctly, you'll get full credit for that question. That's for the multiple choice questions. On the grid-in questions, it's the same thing. So if you leave it blank, you'll get 0 points. But if you happen to guess the right number and you bubble that in and it's correct, you will get full credit. So just think of whatever your favorite number is. If you're not sure what to do on a grid-in answer, if you don't have enough time, or if it's too difficult, or you don't know what the question is asking about, pick your favorite number. My favorite number might be 8, and I would just write down 8 and bubble it in. And who knows, you might get it right, and if you do, you'll get full credit. Okay, so here's the important conclusion from the activity that we just did. When you're taking the SAT math test, if there are questions that you have no idea about or that you've run out of time for, just go ahead and guess. Leave no blanks, all right? Because there's a possibility that you might guess correctly, and if you do, you get full credit on that really hard problem or the problem you had no time for. So leave no blanks. Please, if you only remember one thing from all my videos, please just remember, leave no blanks on your math test answer form on the SAT. Please do that and you will make me very, very happy. Just leave no blanks. Thank you.